Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kayshawn and thank you so much for clicking on this video today. Your girl is finally back. I know I took me a little break after Vlogmas / Kayshawn in the wintertime, but your girl is back. I know y'all used to Storytimes on Tuesdays, but I had to drop this on Wednesday because y'all, it is my 2-year anniversary. Yay! I have been on YouTube for 2 years from this day and I've came so far. I'm super grateful. I'm super blessed for all my K-stars. I love you guys so much. Continue to run my numbers up. Let's keep going. We have more milestones to accomplish. So double check to make sure you are subscribed. Your bell notifications is on. And make sure you guys thumbs up this video before you leave. Y'all already know I'm about to hop right into a story time. Follow me on all my social media, y'all. TikTok and Instagram at Kayshawn with 3 E's. But without further ado, y'all, let's hop right into the video. Let's go. All right, y'all. So, boom. Y'all already know how I like to start my videos off. Let me tell y'all about this time. Lord, okay? I already came up with this dude name. We're going to call him Delulu because he was definitely delusional. But we're going to call him Delulu. So, all right, y'all. So, y'all already know I'm out and about. I'm in the streets. Like, y'all know I'm in the field, okay? I'm single, ready to mingle. So, I was out at this restaurant. Well, so y'all know how like some restaurants or like places sell, like they'll sell hookah and stuff like that. Like you can go there to eat, but you can smoke hookah, it's drinks, all of that stuff, right? So I would just say like a little lounge, really like a dinner place, but whatever. I'm out to eat. Well, one of my coworkers and one of my friends, right? So it's us, we sitting there, and like after 8 p.m. is when they start, like before it's just like a restaurant, but like after 8 p.m. that's when hookah is available. They'll start playing music and stuff like that, right? So we did get there at like 7:30-ish or whatever. So at the 8 o'clock they start playing music. It started being a vibe. Like they start checking IDs and stuff after that time. So we was sitting there, we had our drinks, and we just talking about work, you know, having that girl talk, talking about work, life, these fucked up niggas, you know, all that good stuff, good stuff, right? So we sitting there talking, and literally this dude walk up to the table. So he walks up to the table or whatever, and he was just like,
"Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Like y'all looking good today."
So you know, we all like, "Thank you," whatever. So he was like,
"I was just wondering like if I could buy all y'all a drink and hopefully get your number."
So when he pointed at me. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, you definitely could buy all of us a drink. Let's start there. So, you know, he like,
All right, I feel you. Like, where y'all waitress at? Can I sit down?
because mind y'all, we're in like a little booth. So, you know, I said he could sit down. He slide into the booth or whatever. So he's like,
"Hey everybody, you know, my name is Delulu. Like, you know, I just want to come check y'all out. I'm over there with my friends."
and he pointed to a table, and at the table it was like 4 other guys, like, yeah, like 3 or 4 other guys at that table, whatever, because you know how like the tables be lined up. So I don't know if both tables was with him. Yeah, so it was like 4 dudes with him or whatever. So, you know, we like, when he pointed at them, like the dudes at the table was just like, hey. So, you know, we like, hey, whatever. So I'm like, well, invite your dudes over, because we had like a booth that was shaped like a U, you know, and it was only us 3. So I'm like, well, tell them to come over there. So, you know, he like, all right, cool. So he signals for like the dudes to come over, whatever. They walk over. They kind of get in our booth with us. So we just talking. I'm like, well, hey, Delulu, you know, my name is Kay. This is such and such, and this is such and such. So, you know, the other dudes get to introducing themselves. It's like, you know, a good vibe. So they sit down. When the waitress came back to take our order, because mind you, we was sitting there, but like, it was so packed in there that like we really was waiting 30 minutes for our waitress to come back. Okay, so we never even put in our food order. So when the waitress came back over there, she asked them, she like, I guess she must have been the waitress too at the table, and she was like,
are y'all sitting here or y'all going back over there, because I could take y'all order too?
So Delulu looks at me, he was like,
"Well, you know, if y'all don't mind, like, can we eat with y'all?"
So we like, cool. Like, you know, we weren't really tripping. We like, y'all can eat here. So she ended up taking all our order, whatever. And then Delulu ended up telling her, like, put in around tequila shots, you know, for all of us. So cool. She take the order. She take the drink. She leaves. So we just sitting there chopping it up. So I'm like, well, Delulu, you know, I'm asking my questions. You got kids. How old is you? All this good stuff, right? He telling me how he ain't got no kids. He was like a couple years older than me. Like it was a good vibe. Like they was cool. His friends came. They got to talking to my friends. Mind you, it was one extra boy, but it wasn't like that. Like it wasn't like we was all coupled up. We don't even know them. So like everybody was talking and chilling. So the shots came out, of course, before our food. So we took shots. So as soon as the lady set the shots down, Delula was like,
Baby, you can already put that second round of shots in.
so I'm like, it's about to be one of those nights. It's about to be one of those nights. So she like, okay, cool. So we take our little shots, you know, we cheers to black excellence and success and all of that good stuff. And we cheers. We take the first shot, and literally she brought out the second shot. Like, I'm like, bro, can you bring out that food? You keep bringing out these rounds. Bring out that motherfucking food, because I need to eat. She bring out the second shot. So we was just like, did y'all eat yet? Because we ain't eat, and I don't like to drink on an empty stomach or whatever.
Well, no, you know, not really. Like, we was waiting for our food, too. But, like, you know, cheers, toast up. Like, it's time to get lit.
So y'all know me. I don't like, I don't know why I always feel like, don't try to outdrink me. You get what I'm like, don't try to outdrink me, or don't like try to act like I'm scared of the liquor, cause I ain't. So like, if you be like, come on, take the shot, like as much as I don't give in to peer pressure, it ain't even peer pressure. It's just the fact that I feel like I'm the big dog. Like, don't try to little dog me. Like, I don't like when people try to little dog me. So I feel like don't act like I can't drink. Like, I'm gonna take the shot, even though I know I don't need to. It's weird, but whatever. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, we'll take the shots. Like, we ain't scared. We ain't worried about that. We'll take the shots. So we end up taking the shot or whatever. So he like,
okay, when that lady come back, I'm gonna tell her to put a third one in.
I'm like, okay, and when you tell her to put a third one in, I'm gonna tell her to put a fourth one in. Like, going back and forth. Like, no, you need to calm down. Okay, we ain't giving that, right? So whatever. So we take our shots. We sitting there chopping up. It was a cool vibe. We talking to them. They extra cool. We all getting to know each other. The food come out. We sit there. We eat. We get lit, y'all. Nonetheless, it was a vibe that night. Like, nothing really went on that night. We just continued to sip and drink, eat our food. The music was playing, so we making, like, videos, little Snapchats and stuff like that. Like, we having a good time. So, the end of the night comes. Of course, me and Delulu, we exchange numbers. Mind y'all, the whole time while we talking, he telling me how he like to spoil his chick, and he like to spoil women, and he grew up around all women, so he like to spoil them. He like to treat them nice. He a romantic, like he like to do romantic type stuff, and all of this, like, just selling himself to me in a sense. So I'm just like, okay, like, that's cool. He telling me like what you like you like to dress up and go out to dinner and all of that. So, you know, of course I'm telling him like, yeah, like I like all that shit. And he like, I'm real romantic. I love giving gifts and all of that. And if y'all don't know me, I'm a gift giver. Like, giving gifts is my love language. Like, I love that shit, but only for the right person, of course. But he's telling me that, so I'm just like, okay, like I feel it. So I'm telling him like, yeah, like I like all that stuff too. Like, I'm real in tune with my emotions. Y'all know I'm a Cancer, so like I love sweet stuff, sentimental stuff. I love all of that. So we talking whatever. So like I said, we end up exchanging numbers, right? By the end of the night. So we all leave, of course, like they exchange their numbers with whoever and whatever. So cool. So we leave that night. So, of course, y'all already know the drill. You get to talking, you get to texting, you get to knowing each other. We talking. So, like I said, while we was talking, he just was telling me so much. Like, he was asking me so much, like, what you like to do. Like, I'm the type, like, I like to go on dates. Like, we can go race car driving, go-kart racing, go bowling. He like, I'm a date type person. Like, I love to go on dates. I love to do stuff. I love to do stuff for the people that I like. Like, he's just telling me all this stuff. So, of course, we have a good conversation because these dudes, they just want to tell you to pull up at their house and smoke with them. And I don't smoke. So, that don't really do nothing for me. So, the fact that he was talking about dates and, like, actually doing stuff and, you know, I really like that. Because I'm like, yes, take me out, you know, do your big one. Like, come on, let's do stuff. He told me, like,
you know, I want to take you out on a date. I want to go to this nice steakhouse that I really love. And, you know, I want you to come, dress up, get cute, have a good time.
So, you know, I'm like, okay, bet. Y'all know the drill. He offers to pick me up and No, of course. Like, you not coming to my house. I'm going to meet you there. I don't want to get picked up. I love that you want to do the whole date thing, like pick me up, take me to the restaurant, but like, no, I don't like people knowing where I live at. So, I tell him I'm gonna meet him at the restaurant. So, that day comes, I get cute, dress up nice, looking real good. I meet him at the restaurant, he's outside. So we basically pulled up together. So he comes up to my car, he gets me out the car, we hug. I'm like, hey. So we walk into the restaurant, we holding hands and stuff already. He like, okay, come on, baby, like I got you, holding my hand. We going to the restaurant, opening doors, all of that. Y'all know chivalry ain't dead, okay? So, he say, his name or whatever. We got our reservations. We sit down. We sitting down. We're eating. We're talking. It's all good vibes. I'm not gonna lie. Like he has a great conversation. He talking about school and everything. Like he like to cook, little stuff like that. So he telling me all this stuff. He ended up telling me about his like growing up life, like he was raised by his mama and his grandma, because at a certain point he said his mama got sick, so his grandma kind of like took over raising him and stuff like that. And he got siblings, but they all girls. So he talking about like he watched his older sisters like get treated so bad, so he just like he would never treat a woman wrong, and he know how to treat women, like just all of this stuff, right? He just telling me the whole rundown. So I started telling him a little bit about my life as well. We just conversing, like having good conversation about our life, our childhood. And he asked me, he like,
I'm not gonna lie, like I like to cut straight to the point because at my age I feel like I know what I want and I know what I'm looking for.
so I'm like, okay, yeah, like what's up, like I feel that. So he like,
Basically, I'm dating to marry somebody. Like I would like to be married. I don't have no kids. Like I don't do the baby mama drama. Like I'm looking for somebody that want to spend the rest of their life with me.
so I'm like, I feel that, like, at my age too, I am like, I'm dating to have fun, but like, I don't want to just date just to play around. Like, I'm over that playing around whole phase, if you want to say, like, I'm over that. And I do want to date somebody that believes in marriage, because a lot of people don't believe in marriage, and to each his own. It's no problem with that. But me personally, I don't want to date somebody who don't believe in marriage, because I want to get married. So why would I even date somebody that don't want to get married? You know what I'm saying? So the fact that he was telling me, like, I'm still kind of traditional. He letting me know, like, I still believe in marriage. He was like,
I want to get married. Like, I'm a real traditional guy. At the end of the day, like, I believe in paying all the bills and you being a stay at home wife. What I mean by stay at home wife, I mean that, like, when we first have kids, like, you could be at home and take care of the kids if you want. If you want to work, that's fine. But, like, I just believe in being a man and taking care of all the bills.
so I'm like, okay, cool. Like, and I had this, I remember I told y'all, if y'all watched my talk about a Thursday, when I talk about going 50-50, splitting the bills and all that, I said I could do either one. Like, if I meet me a man that want to pay all the bills, that's fine. If I meet me a man that want me to help with bills, I'm not tripping. Like, I got money, so I'm not one of those people that felt like, oh, no, you're the man, so you pay all the bills. No, because I can't expect you to be a traditional man when I'm not a traditional woman. I'm not the woman that just want to stay at home, not work, cook and clean all day. That's typically a traditional woman. Has some of y'all women, y'all be wanting the man to pay all the bills, but y'all not doing all the housework. Y'all not catering to the man. Y'all think if y'all make a few meals, that's, oh, I'm cooking dinner. Do y'all know it's more to being a traditional woman than making dinners? Are you catering to your man? I'm even sexually, like, all that stuff used to count. If you go back in the day, women, like, they used to make sure they are providing sex, they're providing food, they got their man clothes laid out, they're doing the laundry, they're cleaning, like, it's so much more stuff going on than for you to feel like, oh, I cook dinner, so you think that all that comes with being a traditional woman? And me personally, I just feel like it's not. So like I said, I'm not a traditional woman, so I don't expect a man to be a traditional man. Now, if he want to, it is what it is. Like, I don't mind staying at home. I'm still always going to make my own money, but like, for the most part, if you want to pay all the bills, cool. But anyways, let's go past that. So, he was telling me like he a traditional man and stuff. So I'm like, yeah, I feel that. I like that marriage, you paying all the bills. Hey, I can get tricky with this shit. You feel me? Like, I'm cool with that. So, we just having that talk and stuff like that. And he like,
At the end of the day, I'm just letting you know whether we together or not. I'm the type of person that whatever I see, if I like it, like I pursue it. So don't be surprised, like if I only got my eyes on you.
So, you know, I'm like, okay, like, you know what you mean. So he was just telling me basically, like, at the end of the day, if I really like you, like, even if we're still dating, I'm only kind of worried about you. I'm not, like, dating other people. He was just basically telling me, like, he only date one person at a time. You know how, like, when people say they're dating, they could be dating multiple people. He felt like when he only date one person that he like, and he focused on them. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I could understand that. But he was like,
what about you? Like, when you date, do you date multiple people or do you date only one person?
so I told him, I'm like, I'm gonna be honest, like when I think about dating, I feel like I can date multiple people. When I'm dating, do I always date multiple people? Not always, but I feel like if I wanted to, it shouldn't be a problem. Now, if I'm dating one guy that really just got my interest and I'm not worried about nobody else, then sure, I might only be dating you. But I told him, like, no matter what, I'll always tell you. Like, if I started off with just me and you, cool. If I ever start dating other people, I'll let you know. And then if you want to bow out, cool, whatever. Like, I'm an open book. I believe really strong communication. So if I'm dating multiple people or having sex with multiple people or whatever, if we get to that point, I'll let you know. So you're like, cool, I can respect that. So we having a real intelligent conversation. I'm just thinking like, damn, this man really on his grown man shit. He communicating. He telling me what he want, what he don't want, what he like, what he believe in, what he don't believe in. Like, what? Husband? Is that you? Like, I was just like, okay. Like, you know, I was feeling the vibes. So like I said, so we was talking about that. Like, dinner was great. Everything was good. So he like,
Do you want to do something afterwards or like you want to go home? How you feeling?
so I'm like, well, what you have in mind? So he told me how his cousin was having like a birthday party or whatever. He said that his cousin went out to dinner, but he was taking it back to like his house, and he like, you know, we could go there. So I was like, whatever, like I'm kind of cool. I'm gonna go with the flow type person. I go off vibes. So if the vibes is good, I'm pretty good. So I told him like, yeah, I'll go to the his cousin house with him or whatever. So cool, mind you, needless to say, I shouldn't have to say, y'all know I had a few drinks while we was out to dinner because I always got to have me a little drinky drink. So I was a little bit buzzed, not nothing too much or whatever. So basically, he told me he didn't live far from where we went to the restaurant. So he was like,
If you want, you could take your car to my house, drop it off, and ride with me.
so I'm like, okay, that's fine because like I didn't know where the cousin lived at, so I didn't want to just be driving around and stuff like that. So I followed him to his house. But yeah, so I end up going to his house. I park my car, whatever. Mind y'all, he lived, well, not his house, his apartment, I should say. But his apartments, like, he lived in this luxury building. Like, y'all know, like, when I originally was looking for apartments, like, I was looking at certain apartments. And these was one of the apartments that I looked at. And, like, I know the rent is up there, and I knew how the inside looked from looking like on apartments.com or whatever website I was on. I don't know, but I knew the inside was nice. So I'm like, oh, you living up in these luxury apartments? Okay, period. Ooh. And it's his place because at first I was thinking like, what if he don't even live here? He just want me to park my car here. But of course, I eventually went there, so it was his house. But anyways, so I parked my house. I parked my car there, get in the car with him, so we head to his cousin's house, whatever. So on the way there, you know, we stopped by the liquor store because you know you ain't really supposed to go places empty-handed. Well, at least that's what I was taught. I don't know. But whatever. We go to the liquor store. We get a bottle and stuff. So cool. So we go to his cousin's house. His cousins and them, they lit. As soon as we walk in, I mean, music loud. They ghetto. And what I mean by ghetto, I mean the good type of ghetto. Like, not like how y'all might think ghetto. Like, ghetto is bad. I love some ghetto, classy type shit. I know that don't make sense. But I like hood shit with classy people. Like me. Like, I'm hood, but I ain't too hood. But I like that ghetto. Like, it's confusing. It's confusing. Like, I like that hood ghetto shit, but not like, oh, shooting up, like, doing all types of drugs, like not weed as far as drugs, like other type of drugs, flipping lean type party. You get what I'm saying? It's weird. I don't like that type of vibe, but like when you listen to music and everybody like,
I used to pay for times like this, to rhyme like this, so I had to rhyme like this, to shine like this, and no matter the time I spent on some locked up shit in the back of the patty.
Like, that's what I like. Like, if y'all are rapping along to that,
I swag and I serve. Now watch me surface. I'm on hypnotic, exotic, got polo on my body, got a bad bitch.
Like that type of lit, right? And it's like as soon as I walked in, we walked in on Dreams and Nightmare playing. So like the cousins is lit. Like when they opened it, when we was coming through the door, whatever, because the door was already unlocked. So when we was coming through the door and his cousins had seen him, as soon as they walked in, they was already rapping, and then they seen the Lulu, and they like, I used to pray for times like that. You know how people rap at you, like, yeah, bro, like, look, cuz, like, I was locked up, like, the cousin going, like, he was going, he was rapping to him, so the Lulu rapped back, like, look, nigga, I'm gonna fight, icy as a hikey, like, he going, so I'm just like, when I bought the Rolls Royce, they thought it was Lee's. What about that new Ferrari? Hater, rest in peace. Hater, rest in peace. rest in peace to the parking lot. Phantom so bad, can't even fit in a parking spot. I'm looking at Delulu like, you ain't talk about my niggas than what you talk about. Gangsters moving silent, nigga. And I don't talk like, you know what I'm saying? So we are just rapping because like they gave that energy like as soon as I walked in. So I had to give it back because I didn't want to be over there like, trying to be all cute and prissy. Mind you, I'm a little tipsy from the drinks. So I'm really feeling it. And it's like, if you giving off good vibes and all of that, because even his girl cousins was like rapping with me too. Like, so I ain't about to be like, oh no, hey, I don't know this song. Let me pretend like I don't know this song, so I'm not gonna rap it. No, I'm like, fuck it, shit. Like we just rapping. So that song ended, so everybody like started speaking like, hey, whatever. So he get to introducing me and he's like,
hey y'all, okay, this is everybody. This is Tay Tay, Day Day, Ray Ray, Baby, Keisha, Lakeisha, Misha.
Like, you know, so like he just started telling everybody and he like,
everybody, yeah, this is my girl.
Excuse me. So I'm like, he like,
this my girl Kay.
so I let it slide. Yeah, I let it slide because I'm just like, whatever. Like, this is our first date. And you talk about this my girl. But you know what? Whatever. Maybe that's just how you want to introduce me. At least you didn't say girlfriend or boo or bae or whatever. But you said my girl. So I was just like, but whatever. So he like, you know, this my girl Kay. So I'm like, hey, everybody or whatever. So they like, come in. Like, you know, we playing games, spades over there. Y'all know I love me some spades. They like drinks over there, food over there, all of this. So we get to kicking it there, whatever. Like, we get to, you know, opening our bottle, we taking some shots or whatever. They telling us like, yeah, they're like, everybody took an entry shot, so like since y'all just getting here, y'all gotta take a shot. So y'all know I'm like, no problem. And we had Patron, so we took our shot of Patron or whatever. And you know, we kicking it. Like, we kind of just standing around. We're not really, like, playing no games, but we, like, just standing around, like, talking. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not playing truth or dare or nothing. We just taking shots and drinking and just, like, standing around all talking. They talking about some shit. We chiming in. And, you know, it was a good vibe. Like, it was good vibe there or whatever. So, you know, I ain't gonna lie. I got a little drunk. And I know y'all thinking, like, you just met this dude not too long ago and you're around his family and you just getting drunk. I know, y'all. I know. But when you are a child of God and God got your back, so no, I'm just playing. But no, yeah, like I said, I do go off vibes, and vibes might not always be the best, but for the most part, they do for me. But I was just going off vibes, and like, it was a good vibe. So like, I had fun. Like, you know, I was having a good time. So I was getting tipsy. I was getting drunk. So whatever. So we was there for a minute. It was a good time. We had fun. We ended up leaving. So like I said, because I did get a little drunk and he was on the opposite side of town of me, when we went back to his house, his apartment, whatever, I ended up spending the night. So, of course, we definitely ain't do nothing. Like, well, even if we did, because I'm talking about definitely, even if I wanted to, like, my body, my choice, you know. But, like, we ain't do nothing, whatever. But, like, he just ended up giving me a big shirt to sleep in or whatever. I literally, you ever been, like, so drunk for real that, like, as soon as you hit the pillow, you out? Like, you out. You're out. Like, that's how I was feeling. I wasn't, like, blackout drunk, but, like, I was taking a lot of shots there, and it was such good vibes. Like, his cousins, I'm not gonna lie, like, they got good energy, they got great hospitality. You know how sometimes you meet a family and they be looking at you like, or they be giving you the side eye, or they just be standoffish. Like, even if they not mean, like, they just don't include you in conversations, or, you know, really include you. His family was not like that. You would think I was one. You would think he done brought me around for forever, or I've been in a family. Like, they was so cool or whatever, and like, they was just so welcoming and nice, talking to me like, come here, come on, friend, come in here, what you want, let me make you a plate. Like, all it is, like, they made me a to-go plate because we did tell them like we ate, but they like, come here, what you want, like, maybe you want macaroni, okay, here goes some ribs. Like, they was so, and I love families like that because that's how I am. Like, I would never want nobody to feel uncomfortable with me, and I just know how it is to go to somebody you're talking to or a significant other house and they kind of treat you like standoffish. You know what I mean? Like, not even mean, they not mean to you, but they kind of just like, they so used to their own circle that they kind of leave you out of the conversation. Like, they just be talking to their cousins or whatever. They was not like that. Like, they made me feel so welcoming, which is why I was so comfortable, like, kind of getting drunk with them. I'm not gonna lie, but like, they was good people. They still good people to this day. Like, don't get me wrong, because one of his cousins I still follow, and she always comment on all my stuff and like just give me love, and she support everything. Like, when I first started my channel, well, this off topic, but when I first started my channel, like, she was resharing my stuff, like, just so supportive. And like, I like genuine good people, and she know me and her cousin don't even. Anyways, let's go. Let's continue. My bad, my bad. But anyway, so yeah. So like I said, we ended up leaving. I went to his house and like, you know, I knock out. I was so tired. Like I was just so like drunk. Like I fell asleep. He gave me his shirt and I passed out. We both passed out, okay? Like we literally out like a light. And his room was so clean. It was smelling like fresh linen. Like I feel like he just washed his sheets or something. Like it was so clean. It smelled so good in there, bro. And I was just like, my dog getting in trouble, y'all. Momo, bring him to me.
Guys, this is our new dog.
Thank you, girl. You was about to put him in his cage?
Yeah.
He peed on the floor?
On the carpet of that say home. Like when we come in the side door.
The doormat. Stop biting on my hair. Look at him. Okay, I got him. For y'all who haven't met, this is my new son. His name is Dash, after his late brother Taz. Rest in peace to my baby. He's bad as fuck, as you can see. He is bad, and he's still going through potty training. He's only 7 weeks, so he's teething, he's biting up on everything, and he's peeing all over my goddamn house. Ooh, his little wiener a little wet, because he just peed. Ow! Shit. Okay, Dash, I gotta put him up. See, so if y'all hear a little barking in the background, it's him because he don't like being in his cage, but I can't record and watch him at the same time because he bad as fuck. Dash, look, act good for the camera. God damn it. See, you know what? Act good. I'll be back. I gotta go be up. Stop, bro. Okay, I'll be back, y'all. I'll be back. Okay, my bad, y'all. The thing is, if y'all hear any barking, I'm sorry. He gonna stop in a minute, but like he don't like being in his cage, so he's gonna bark. But I can't record him and watch him at the same time, and he still chew up and bite up on everything. But anyways, back to the story. So yeah, so I forgot where I left off at, but yeah, so I was just at his house or whatever. We end up going to sleep. I woke up, y'all. I woke up and smashed that plate. When I tell you, whoever made them ribs at the Lulu cousin house, them ribs was so good. I had ribs, macaroni and cheese, baked beans, and greens. Oh my God, like that food was so good. I woke up at like 10 o'clock in the morning and smashed that whole plate, y'all. That shit was so good. But anyway, so I had kicked it with him for a minute or whatever because I was just tired. Y'all know like the day after y'all been drinking, you kind of just be tired. Normally I wake up and I leave dude's house. I'm gone before like 7 a.m. I'm for real though. Like, but I was just tired. Like we both had woke up late anyways because we didn't get in till like 4 o'clock in the morning the night before. So we slept in or whatever, ate the food, and then because that food was so heavy, it was so much, like we fell back to sleep. So then eventually I woke up and I was like, okay, let me go home. I need to shower. I need to get my life together, whatever. So we end up staying by to each other, right? So cool. We continue. We've been talking. We've been kicking it. Like we've been having good conversation, y'all. We've been dating and everything. Like from that day forward, we was going out on dates religiously. Like every Friday, like we was calling that date night. We was going out, getting food. And then every new movie that was coming out, we would go to the movies to go see it. We went bowling a couple times. Like I've been to like 2 more of his one was his auntie, but his auntie is like super close in age, so it was her birthday party, and then another cousin birthday party, and like he would always introduce me like as his girl and stuff, but like I wouldn't take it nowhere because we both had an understanding that we were dating and we both liked each other, and it was what it was, right? Cool, y'all. So after like 2 weeks of dating, y'all, Valentine's Day had came up. So even though we have been kicking it or whatever, like I didn't expect him to do nothing for me for Valentine's Day because like I said, it's only been a couple weeks at this point, and Valentine's Day is just a little bit more intimate. So if he did something for me, cool, but if he didn't, I wasn't gonna be mad at him or nothing like that because we only been talking for 2 weeks. That's nothing. So when Valentine's Day came, you know, we was just talking like regular, and he was telling me to come over because he had something planned for me. So I'm like, what? You got something planned for me? And he like, yeah. So, you know, I go over his house, y'all. I did get a little cute, but I didn't get too cute because, like, he didn't say we was going out to dinner. So I didn't want to come dressed up in heels and stuff. And then he'd be looking like, oh, what the fuck you doing? Like, what the fuck? Like, I just need you to help fix my toilet. Like, shit, I don't know. So I didn't want to come too dressed up, but, like, I still want to look a little cute, right? So I get a little cute. I go over there, y'all. He got a whole fucking candlelight dinner. Remember when I told y'all he said he liked to cook? Y'all, now that I'm editing the video, I think I got distracted and left that part out. But yeah, y'all, I forgot to tell y'all that he liked to cook. He cooked us a whole dinner and dessert, y'all. And dessert. So I'm like, oh my God, like I really did not expect that, y'all. So I sit down, I'm like, oh my God, like I didn't expect this. Like, I really was not expecting that, but I was so grateful. So he like,
I just want to do a little something for you. You my little boo, whatever. Like, I know we haven't been talking long, but I've been feeling you these last couple weeks. So, I just want to do a little something for you. And, I've been telling you I was going to cook for you anyways. So, this was like the perfect occasion.
so I'm like, oh my God, okay. So he cooked, like he made the food or whatever. We sit down, we eat. The dinner was perfect. Like the food was so good. Like chef's kiss. Like I'm about to kiss the chef at this point because you threw down. So, at dinner and stuff, we had some drinks and stuff like that. He made like this mixed drink or whatever. Well, let me not. It wasn't really no mixed drink. We just had tequila and lemonade. So let me not act like he was just in there being a bartender making drinks. We just mixed. We just didn't want to take shots, so we just had like tequila and lemonade. But whatever. He still made that shit, so it's okay. So we had drinks, whatever. So we kicking it, and y'all, he pulls out this gift, and I'm like, wait, you bought me a gift? Like I thought dinner was enough, so I'm just like, wait, you bought me a gift? Like, hold up. So he pulls out the gift or whatever, y'all. Why did he get me a Pandora necklace and a ring to match? You don't even know my size. Which he didn't, y'all. I'm a size 7 and he bought me a size 6. So it was so tight. So he ended up having to take it back. But I'm like, why you just ain't ask my ring size? But I guess that would have gave it away. He bought me a necklace and a ring. So, of course, I'm super grateful, but I'm super shocked at the same time. So, I'm like, oh my God, like, thank you. Like, what the heck? Thank you. So, I'm all grateful. And at this time, y'all, we have only been kissing, like, at the, like, 2 weeks. We still have never had sex or nothing like that. So, we was only, like, kissed, sat on each other's lap. I mean, not sat on each other's lap because he didn't sit on mine, but I've sat on his lap, stuff like that. We might have cuddled up when we was like sleeping in the bed together, but we never did anything sexual. So like, I was super grateful, and I'm just like, oh, he getting the cheeks tonight. He getting the JCs. All my new subscribers, JCs stand for juicy cheeks, meaning the booty, the bottom, okay? I'm like, this nigga, I want the cheeks. Like, nah. And don't try to act like, oh, you trying to give up the cheeks for a Pandora necklace. It's just the whole point. Like, oh my God, you give up your cheeks for less, okay? You give up your cheeks for your broke ass baby daddy. You give up your cheeks for, okay, never mind. I ain't even gonna go too far, okay? Your mama gave up her cheeks for the crackhead that was on the corner, which turns out to be your daddy because she slept with the crackhead that was on the corner and he had no money and she slept with him. Okay. But I'm just saying. So don't be trying to act like, oh my God, you sleeping with people because you got a necklace and a ring. Okay, but so yeah, so I'm just like, oh yeah, he definitely got to get the cheeks tonight. And it's Valentine's Day. Like I didn't ate good and got me a gift, all that, y'all. So anyways, that night happens or whatever. Like, I don't know, we did the little yeah, we did that. Let's just say cooking ain't the only thing he do good. Lord! Well, fuck, you had to be so crazy, cause babe. Anyways, but yeah, so we do all of that, whatever. So I spend the night, whatever. Cool. So mind y'all, we continue talking or whatever. And you know how you just date and like you date around for a long time. And I think at that time I wasn't really ready to be in a relationship for real. So we was dating for forever. Y'all know my birthday is in July. We was dating all the way up until July, mind you. In between that time, he's bringing me flowers. He's getting me stuff. Like when I was working my 9 to 5, he'll bring flowers to the job. He'll bring me food up there. Like he was just buying stuff. And like y'all, if y'all know me, I've said this before in a couple videos. Like I'm not a big sneaker person. Like I don't really do gym shoes and stuff like that. So when he bought himself, like y'all know, y'all boys out there, y'all know y'all always got to get some new whites, Air Force Ones, and new Timberlands. So he ended up buying himself some new Timberlands and he gonna buy me a pair. Yeah, I don't even wear Timberlands, but I was going to wear it for him because I'm like, do you want us to be on some matchy shit? Like, what's going on? But he bought me some shoes, y'all, right? So I'm just like, oh my God. Like, he just kept giving me gifts. Edible arrangements here, chocolate here, doing this, doing that. Like, he would go, like, I went to the mall with him one time for his sister's birthday he went to go get her some jewelry too or whatever and to go get this gift card that she like from Ruth Chris or something like that. And I went to the mall with him. While we was at the Pandora place or whatever, that's when we end up exchanging like my ring because it was too small or whatever and we just never got around to taking it back. We end up exchanging my ring to get my right size and he ended up buying me a freaking bracelet, y'all. So I'm just like, oh my God, like he giving me gifts and all of that. Cool. Like, cool. Like I said, like, so within that time, y'all, he's buying me shit, like just being such a great guy. Y'all, like I said, my birthday in July. So at this point, we've been talking for like 5-6 months or whatever. So within that whole time, like I had never got him nothing for real because like, I don't know why, like he just was always giving me stuff and I never got him nothing. So my birthday is in July. His birthday in July too. He a Leo though. His birthday is at the end of the month. Y'all know I'm July 10th. I'm the beginning of the month. So for my birthday, y'all, he buys me a birthday present. So y'all, for my birthday, I don't know why, like he's such a sneakerhead, and I think he was trying to make me a sneakerhead too, which I didn't really mind because I'm trying to get into gym shoes. So for my birthday, he bought me a pair of gym shoes, like little Dunks and all of that shit. Y'all know I don't really know. He bought me some Dunks. He gave me a card with $100 in there, and then he gave me like this cute purse. Like his sister has like this little boutique where she sell like purses, clothes, and stuff like that. So he got me this jumpsuit with the matching purse, then the shoes, then the card. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, and still at that time, like at that point, we of course upset. We didn't, did the nasty, all of that. We still haven't established that we was boyfriend and girlfriend or whatever, right? We just didn't do none of that. So, I'm just like, okay. So when his birthday came, y'all, I never really buy dudes anything. Like, I don't buy no dudes nothing besides my boyfriend. But I just felt like he done bought me like 50 things already for his birthday. I'ma buy him something. So I know he did like shoes. So I know he was looking at this one pair of shoes because when his brother came over his house one of the days or whatever, they was talking about these certain pair of shoes that they wanted or whatever. So like I had pulled his brother to the side before he had left because it was like a little get together or whatever. It wasn't even a good together. It was like a couple of his brothers over there and then they girlfriends or whatever. So I had asked his brothers like, what's these shoes called or whatever. He told me, so I ended up buying the shoes. Was like $200 or whatever. I bought him the shoes and I bought him this Nike Tech, right? Like this little, matching little Nike tail, whatever. Mind you, I don't even do gifts for the people that I'm dating. I don't even really do that. But I just felt like he got me so much, so I might as well. So I ended up buying him that, right? So like throughout after that, he was grateful, he loved it, all of that, right? So after that, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, I started reciprocating. Like I started buying him stuff. Like when I would go to the mall, if I would buy me like this shirt, I would buy him like a matching shirt, like a matching Nike shirt, or like I'll get him a couple pair of Nike shirts and stuff like that, and I'll just drop them off to him, y'all. Like I would just do stuff. And then like I said, he loved to cook. So when I was on Amazon, y'all know I love me some Amazon. And Amazon had this sale on this pot set. So I had bought him in this pot set. I took it over there, everything. Y'all. I was just buying him little gifts because I love giving gifts. And the fact that he kept giving me stuff, like, I wanted to return the favor, y'all. So I started buying him gifts and everything, y'all. We continued to talk. Like, we was talking for months. Don't ask me why we never really got in a relationship because I just really wasn't looking for that yet. And I think we just kept talking. I don't know why we never was like, oh, you ready to be boyfriend and girlfriend? Like, I don't know. We just was dating. We was having fun. So Sweetest Day came up. Y'all know Sweetest Day is in October. So when October came, I wanted to do my whole big one, y'all, because I felt like for Valentine's Day, he did something for me. So Sweetest Day came up. I do the typical thing, y'all. Get the hotel, the roses, the drinks, all of that stuff, right? I got gifts for him, everything. We go to the room. We have fun at the room. He appreciate the room, all of that, right? So when he came to my coworker, like one of my close coworkers, she had a birthday party. So I brought him with me to her birthday party. So when I introduced him, I'm like, hey y'all, this my boo, Delulu, so they all saying hey. So you know how friends, like girlfriends can be. They giving him the rundown, like, you better not hurt my friend, treat her right, all of this good stuff. And he like, yeah, I'm gonna treat her right, all of this, whatever. Cool. So like I said, as time going on, like I'm continuing to buy him stuff. I'm giving him little things. Like if I go out to eat, I be like, you want me to bring you something back? I went to Benihana's. I'm like, you want me to bring you some rice back? All of that. He like, yeah, like I want you to do that, everything. So one day I was chilling at his house, y'all. I know it's kind of getting long, but like I was chilling at his house. I was talking to my friend on the phone or whatever. So, he was in the kitchen cooking. So I was just in his room, like on the phone with the door open. So, I was just talking to her, like, yeah, I'm just at my nigga house. Like, you know how we talk. I'm like, I'm chilling at my nigga house, whatever. We just kicking or whatever. So my friend like, oh, okay, I see y'all. Like, I see y'all. Okay, you over there playing house. So I'm like, nah, like, it ain't nothing like that. But I'm like laughing. I'm like, yeah, this my little boo, like my little boo, whatever. Like, I'm feeling him. Like, he cool. So I'm just talking about it, whatever. I'm not even thinking he really listening or not listening. I didn't care if he was because I wasn't saying nothing bad or whatever. So y'all, we sitting there when he finished cooking. He came in. We was just sitting in his room eating, watching TV or whatever. And I was like, I'm gonna go home after this. And he like,
no, why? Like, I want you to stay. Like, I want you to stay. Like, don't go home.
and I'm like, I already spent the night. Like, cause I always think in my head, I always think like, just stay one night and then go home the next day. Like, I never think to stay at no dude house like multiple days, especially somebody that's not my boyfriend. So I'm like, how long you want me to stay? He like,
shit, if you ask me, I want you to stay every day.
I'm like, every day. Like, I'm like, nah, then you gonna get tired of me. Like, you don't want that. He like,
I'm telling you, like, I want you to stay here every day. Like, I'm not gonna get tired of you. And if I do, I'll let you know. But I'm not gonna get tired of you. Like, I like having you around.
so I'm like, okay, bet. Like, I'm gonna keep that in mind. Next time I come over, I was like, well, then next time I come over, I'm gonna pack me a little bag and I'm gonna stay a couple days. So he like,
Okay, shit, you need to pack you a couple bags then, because I need you to stay for more than a couple days. You want me to clear out a drawer for you?
so like talking big shit, y'all. So okay, so a couple days went by, whatever, and the next weekend I had came over. So when I came, I really packed me a bag for the weekend, y'all. So I packed me a bag. I come for the weekend. We kicked it. The weekend was fine. We did like little stuff, went out to eat stuff, stayed for the weekend. So as time going by, like my sister was having a birthday party or whatever, and I was telling him like, cause at this point he had never really met none of my family or whatever. It was just my friends. So I told him like, I want you to come with me to my sister's birthday party or whatever. So it's like a light switch, y'all. He started acting weird and he was like,
You want me to come to your sister's birthday party?
so I'm like, yeah, if you're not, busy, if you free, like, you could come if you want. So he was like,
See, like, I got something to do that day.
and I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I really wasn't tripping. I just invited him because, like, whatever. We always be hanging out on the weekend anyways. I'm going to my sister's birthday party now, so I just invited him. So I was just like, okay, if you can't make it, cool, whatever. Y'all, after that, he started acting so different. Like, I don't know why. So I would be hitting him up. And, like, at my sister's birthday party, I ended up getting drunk. So, you know how you drinking, you want to go chill with your boo. So I was texting him, like, to see, like, if I can come over there that night. And he wasn't responding. He was not texting back, y'all. So I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, okay, whatever he was doing, maybe he's still doing it. Or he went to sleep. Or he fell asleep. Whatever. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I end up going home. So I text him the next morning. Because I still never got a text back the night before. He texted me back. So I'm like, wow, okay, like, whatever. So I left it alone. So a couple days went by, y'all, like literally 2 days. I still haven't heard from him. So then I got worried because I'm just like, wait, what if something happened to him? Like, it ain't like him to go 2 days without talking to me. So I was calling his phone. He wasn't answering. So mind y'all, the cousin that I told you that was really nice, that be like shouting me out, shouting my YouTube page out in the beginning, I had her on Instagram. So I ended up hitting his cousin up like, hey, I haven't heard from Delulu in a couple days. I was just make sure everything was okay. Like, make sure he ain't hurt or injured or nothing like that. So she wrote me and she was just like, no, he okay. Like, he was just over here yesterday. So I was like, oh, okay, well, okay. Like, let him know that I was like looking for him. So she like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. So, I still ain't hear from him that day. The next day came, I ain't hear from him. So I'm like, what the heck? So I just text him like, is everything okay? And he gonna text back. He was like,
I think we need to talk.
okay. So mind you, the last time I was over there, I did leave one of my bags, like my book bag, like I had an MCM bag, and like I left one of my bags there. That bag just had like my toiletries in there. Like, I would bring my clothes back home, but I would leave like my toiletry bag, like my toothbrush, my deodorant, soap, lotion, like that type of bag. So I did leave that over there. So he was like, we need to talk. Can you come over here? So I'm like, okay, like, is you about to tell me you pregnant? So no, I'm just playing. But I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I come over, whatever. So I end up going over there because I'm like, what the hell happened? Like, did something happen? Did his ex come back in his life or something? Like, what's going on? So when I tell y'all, like, I go over his house, y'all, mind you, I left my MCM bag, like my bag in his... I left my bag like in his room because his room had the bathroom in it and his closet was inside of his bathroom. So I would just leave my book bag in his closet inside of his bathroom or whatever. When I tell you that, like, when I came to his house, my bag was sitting on like the kitchen counter. Like, he packed me up to leave. So I see my bag sitting on the counter. So I'm like, hey. So I go in and I hug him. Like, normally when I see him, like, I kind of wrap my arms like around his neck and give him like a big hug. And I was trying to do that and he tried to like side hug me. So I was like, okay, what's going on? I was like, dang, Delulu, why you acting a little, I'm like, you acting standoffish, you acting a little weird, everything okay? So he was like,
Yeah, like sit down, we need to talk.
so I'm like, okay, what we need to talk about? So he like,
I don't know how to put this. Like, okay, I'm gonna just come out and say it. Like, I can't, like, I don't want to sugarcoat it and beat around the bush. You know, when I first met you, I told you I'm real upfront, so I'm gonna just say it.
so I'm like, is you okay? Like, say what? Like, what's going on? He like,
I just think you in love with me, and I'm not really in love with you right now.
come again? I said, what? I said, excuse me? I said, in love? He was like,
I just think like you love me, like you really like me, and like I just think you like me more than I like you.
so I'm like, excuse me? He like,
Don't talk, just let me finish. Let me finish. I think you like me more than I like you, and like I don't want to continue to lead you on.
Delulu, what? I said, what do you mean I like you more than you like me? What are you talking about? He like,
I'm just saying, like you buying me gifts. You buy me gifts, like you want me to meet your sister and stuff, and like I just think we moving a little too fast.
sir, what? Y'all, mind blown. I said, what? I said, so wait, you think I like you more than you like me because I was buying you gifts and I wanted you to meet my sister? He like,
Yeah, I think like when you try to introduce somebody to your family, like you really taking them serious, like you want to be with them, you want that person, you want to be in a relationship with that person.
I said, Delulu, you introduced me to your cousins and stuff. What are you talking about? Like, I wasn't really trying to introduce you to my sister. I just said, like, hey, she having a party. You could come. You act like it was some intimate dinner and I wanted you to meet my sister. I wanted you to meet my mom. I was just saying you come to her party. It was a whole party. Like at a venue. Like, it wasn't no, what are you talking about? He like,
I just feel like meeting people cousins and meeting people siblings, that's different. When you meet the siblings, it's way more serious.
I said, but you met my friends.
Well, friends are friends. That's nothing. Like I knew you was really feeling me when you try to introduce me to your sister, and I just think like you kind of in love with me.
Now, don't get me wrong. I did like Delulu. I liked him, but in love? Boy, I didn't even love you at that point. What are you talking about? I'm in love with you. How dare you think I like you more because I tried to bring you around my sister? And then I said, you started buying gifts. I was just reciprocating energy. You started calling me your girl. You introduced me to your family first. You bought me gifts. You got me a birthday gift. You did something with me for Valentine's Day. So in my mind, I'm thinking instead of just keep receiving, let me give back. Like you did something for me for Valentine's Day. I got you on freaking Sweetest Day. You got me for my birthday. I got you for your birthday. Like you run me around your family. I don't mind if you come to my sister's birthday party. Where through all of that did you get, oh my God, Kay is in love with me. She likes me more than I like her. Because I want you to meet my sister. You telling me that was the icing on the cake? I'm just so confused because I'm like, where did it come off that I liked you more? And I'm sitting here reciprocating all the energy that you get. You gave me that energy first. And all I did was reciprocate it. You talking about I like you more? So then I'm like, nah, I don't think that's the case. I'm like, I'm literally just reciprocating everything that you did for me. And he like,
I mean, I'm a gentleman. I'm a man. So gifts and stuff, I supposed to do that stuff. But when y'all do it, when y'all women do that, y'all must really like a guy to give them a gift.
which low key is true. Like I understood what he was trying to say. No, I didn't. I'm not gonna lie. But I got what I understand that he was trying to say. Like, when women give gifts, we really like that person, which is true. But my thing is, just because you a guy, that don't mean, oh, you just give gifts to anybody because you feel like it's the manly thing to do. No, give gifts to people that you want to give gifts to. That's why I'm like, yeah, I did give you a gift because I was feeling you, because I was feeling the fact that you were thoughtful and you were always thinking about me. You was buying me shoes and shit, rings and jewelry and stuff. So for your birthday, why wouldn't I give you some shoes? Why wouldn't I do something small for you? You bringing me flowers, edible arrangements every other week. Why wouldn't I look out for you? Like, I thought I was just looking out for you. Now you talking about it's crazy that I'm trying to introduce you to my sister and stuff. And it's like, it's cool when you do it. It's a problem when I do it. Fuck, I'm confused. So I was just like, sir, I was like, I'm going to tell you right now. I'm definitely not in love with you. I don't even know if I have love for you at this point. Like, I just liked you and I thought we had some good chemistry because, you know, you was doing stuff for me, looking out for me. So I just reciprocated the energy. I looked out for you. But I'm like, so now you saying that's a problem? He like,
I'm not saying it's a problem. Like, I just think like you more in love with me.
yeah, he kept saying that shit, that I was more in love. Where did we get in love from? Like, granted, I know it's like October, November-ish now, and we've been talking since the beginning of the year, but I'm not in love with you, sir. Like, where did we get that from? I'm so confused. We're not even boyfriend and girlfriend. How we skip all of that and go to, you think I'm in love with you? What are we talking about? So I'm like, I'm not in love with you. Stop saying that shit. Like, because I hate when people try to make something that is not. Like, don't tell me that I'm in love with you when I know damn well I'm not in love with your ass. Don't say that. So I'm just like, I'm not in love with you. And he like,
I'm just saying, like, I overheard you, you know, when you was talking to your friend, you kept saying, like, I'm at my nigga house, like, this is my nigga, like, you kept saying, like, I was yours, like, you at your nigga house.
I said, so it's cool for you to introduce me to your family as my girl, but I can't say I'm at my nigga house. Like, you telling your cousins, like, this my girl Kay, like, this my girl right here, but I can't tell my friend I'm with my nigga. Like, I did not understand, y'all. He just kept trying to act like he a man, he a dude, so some stuff he's supposed to do, and if a woman do it, that means that she more attached. And I'm just thinking, like, I just didn't understand where the lines got crossed and you felt like I was in love with you or I liked you more than you liked me. Because it's not like, I could see if he didn't do none of that shit for me and I just came off giving him gifts, buying him stuff, trying to take him around my family. I could see that. But you did all of it first, and y'all, he literally did it for months and months first before I didn't even do nothing. Like, mind you, he started giving me stuff back in February. I didn't even get him his first gift in July for his birthday at the end. Mind you, from February to July, he bought me like 5 different gifts, giving me flowers, chocolates, all of that stuff. I didn't buy you your first stuff in July. Now we in November, and you talk about I'm more in love with you than you is with me, and I like you more, all this. What are you talking about? Y'all, he made me think like I don't want to do a damn thing for no nigga unless he my boyfriend. Because don't you ever think like, oh, I'm in love with you and you not in love with me. Like, don't you ever think that like I like you more than you like me. Especially for the reasons you gave me. The dumbass reasons that you gave me, because I'm reciprocating energy. Like, I cannot stress this enough. Like, y'all, I was so confused. Like, where did I go wrong? Where did he go wrong? And you talking about because I wanted you to meet my sister. Like, I guess that was just the icing on the cake. Like, you meeting my sister is what made you feel like, oh, no. She liked me too much. Like, she trying to introduce me to her sister. It wasn't even really going to be an introduction. It was going to be a hi, this is such and such, and this is my sister, and we was going to party at her party. But it wasn't like, oh my God, I want you to meet my mom, my sister, like, it wasn't like that. And you really put that, like, he had my bag packed. Like, I can't even say bags. He had my bag packed at the door. He was like,
I just think we're moving too fast.
Mind y'all, again, it's November. We've been talking since January, the beginning of this year. And you talking about we moving fast? I didn't even ask you to be my nigga. I didn't even ask you to be like my boyfriend. How are we moving too fast? So he like,
I just think we're moving too fast. Like, I packed up your bag, like, because I just think we need to take a little break. Like, maybe within this break, like, you could kind of fall out of love with me.
I said, sir, I can't fall out of something I never fell into. Like, I never fell in love with you, so how am I going to fall out of love with you? It's not even, it doesn't exist. The limit does not exist, I know.
If the limit never approaches anything, the limit does not exist. The limit does not exist.
It don't exist. So I'm like, sir, if you don't want to talk to me, just cut. Like, we could just cut each other off. Don't give me this bogus ass bullshit excuse telling me something. You think we need a break for me to fall out of love with you? He like,
or no, like maybe the break will make me fall in love with you or like you as much as you like me.
who the fuck do you think I am? Boo Boo the fool? Like, what are you talking about? You think if we take a break, talking about take a break because maybe he gonna start liking me as much as I like him. Yeah, I liked you, but not like that. Not like that. Like, he act like I was worshiping the ground he walked on. He act like I wanted to be up under him the whole time. I'm like, I would take my little book bag. I'm like, you don't have to worry about me. Like, don't worry about liking me as much as I like you. Because I'm like, I'm just good on you. For you to act like this, I don't ever want to talk to you again. And he was like,
no, like, don't be like, I don't understand why you don't understand where I'm coming from. Like, you just started to do like a little bit too much. Like, you started coming over here all the time.
He blew me with that. I said, excuse me? He like,
you always want to come over here. You know, you got bags upon bags and stuff like that. You came here with 3 bags.
I got an idea coming there with 3 bags. But I said, first of all, you told me I can and that's why I never listen to dudes when dudes be like, you could come over here every day. I want you around me every day. He literally, you told me I can be at this bitch every day. Mind you, even though he said I can come every day, I only stay for the weekend from Friday to Sunday. I literally, don't ask me why I needed 3 bags. That's because I had like a work bag because I had some stuff I was working on for my laptop. So I had my laptop stuff. Then I had like my book bag with like my toiletries and stuff like that. Then I had my clothes because we would do a lot of date nights. So I had clothes, my shoes, my pajamas. Like, I did have like a lot of just shit in there, you know. But like, so it wasn't 3 big bags. It was just like little duffel bags. Like, it was a little duffel bag and my book bag and stuff like that. But he like,
you came over here with bags and stuff like that. Like, you wanted to move in.
I know this ain't the same nigga who said he was going to clear out a drawer for me, telling me that I'm moving too fast because I brung my bags over here after you told me I could stay at this bitch every day if I wanted to. Oh, and mind you, I left out, that's another thing that I had in my bag. I had Uno cards because we would play Monopoly. Like, we would play board games. We would play card games. Like, I was bringing over games and stuff for us to play. So that's why I had so much stuff. Because we would kick it in the house. We would go out. I didn't know what the weekend was going to give. So I had card games, all types of stuff. And you trying to tell me I moved too fast when you said you was going to clear out a drawer for me? When you told me I could stay over here every day and I literally only stayed for the weekend. And now you trying to throw it in my face, telling me something. You didn't talk to your friends. You kept calling me yo nigga. You want to stay here. You brought 3 bags. This. You want me to meet yourself. Like, all the stuff that you okayed. Now you trying to throw it in my face and act like I was moving too fast. Boy, bye. Like, y'all, I was so turned off because I'm like, I'm still stuck on the fact that you said, I think you in love with me and I'm not in love with you. KK never gave in love. I wish these kids sit the fuck down. KK never gave in love. I never gave that, baby. I never was in love with you. Let's keep it a buck. I never even gave you HEAD, okay? And you was always eating it up. I mean, front to back, always eating it up. I never even did that to you. And you talking about I'm in love. You go, if KK was in love with you, you gonna know when K is in love with you, baby. Don't let them little gifts. I mean, them gifts was something, but don't let the gifts fool you. You know when I'm in love with you. It's certain stuff that I wouldn't even do with this man, even sexually, just because you. Everybody don't need to get everything from you. Like, I know people feel like, oh, if you have sex with somebody, did it all of this other stuff. But even when you have sex with somebody, you don't have to give them all your tricks or do the whole thing with them. You don't got to do that. And you telling me you still got bare minimum for me and you think that I'm in love with you, baby? Y'all, he blew me. That's why I'm like, you are delusional. The fact that you think I like you more than you like me is crazy. Because I really, y'all, I did like, for every 10 things that he did for me, I did 1. Not literally, but like, because I didn't count 10 things that he did and did 1 thing. But I'm just saying, that's how like off balance the gift giving was. He might give me 10 gifts and then I give him a gift. He might do another 8 gifts and then I get him a gift. Like, it was so unbalanced. Like, he still did way more for me, making me dinners, cooking for me. Like, you did a whole Valentine's Day little shindig for me. 2 weeks in, and you telling me that I'm in love with you or I like you more than you like me, and you just gave it up like that on Valentine's Day? Are you kidding me? You came out for Valentine's Day 2 weeks into talking. You gave me a whole home cooked meal, which I appreciated. You cooked me dinner and got me Pandora. And I'm moving too fast. Baby, you gotta be delusional. I don't know if you was dropped on your head. I don't know what it is, but you gotta be crazy to think that me simply inviting you to my party, to my sister party, was the icing on the cake when you've been buying me gifts. And I'm talking about gifts, giving me money. Like y'all cannot stress this enough that I didn't understand how I was moving fast, but you cooking for me every night that I'm over here. But I'm moving too fast. I never even made this man a dinner. I never did none of that. You making me meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner. And dessert. Like he used to be making dessert and everything, and I'm moving too fast, y'all. Like what? Delusional, like delusional. Delulu. If you watching this, you delusional as fuck to everything. To ever think that I was in love with you. That's where you just, what the fuck are you even talking about? And then for 2 to think that I liked you more than you like me. And then for 3 to try to leave me to quote unquote break up, break off, cut off, whatever you want to call it, with me because you talking about I'm moving too fast. KK don't even move fast. What? Y'all, I don't understand, but he made me take a step back from dudes. I mean, I don't think like this now, because at the end of the day, I'ma still match energy. I don't like one rotten apple ruin it for the rest of the bunch. So I'm not walking around here like, oh, if a guy do something for me, I'm not gonna do nothing for that guy because of my past relationship. Y'all know me. I don't carry nothing from the past into anything new. But at that time, for a minute, I was thinking like that. Like, even if a guy buy me flowers or do something for me, I'd be like, I'm not doing shit for him because I don't want him to think I'm in love with him. I don't want him to think I like him. Like, I was like that for a minute. But of course, like I said, I'm not like that now. I'm grown as hell, and I'm gonna do whatever I want, just regardless. Oh, like, he really pissed me off because he really, like, tried to act like I was in love with him. Then tell me I was, okay, I'm done. Because I know y'all be like, you keep repeating yourself. Because it's just like, when you be thinking about it, it's just like, you thought I was in love with you. Like, he literally said I was in love with him. I liked him more than he liked me. And I was moving too fast. I wasn't even doing shit. We was talking for over 6 months, and you know what? I'm over it. I'm done, y'all. I'm done. But he definitely was delusional as fuck, crazy as hell. Like, I was not moving fast. And you know how sometimes, like, you try to see other people's point of view? I couldn't see his. Like, I knew for a fact I was not moving fast. And I knew for a fact I definitely wasn't in love with him. But I knew I was not moving fast. So, nigga, it was you. You was the problem. Maybe somebody else came into your life and you want to talk to them. You could have just said that. Because we said it in the beginning. I said you could date around. You could date other people. I didn't mind that. So, what are you even talking about? The fuck? Like, and now look at you. Because the reason why... I bring up this conversation because his cousin, the one that I'm still like cool with or whatever, a minute ago I had posted on my Instagram, like, now accepting boyfriend applications and stuff like that, like just playing. And she slid up and she was like, you know, Delulu been looking for you or whatever. Did you change your number? And it's like, no, I didn't change my number. I blocked him, duh. So I didn't change my number. But I was just like, LOL, oh girl, nah. And she was like, well, he wanted to know if he could have your number again. Do you want to give it to me so I can give it to him? Nah, I'm in love with him, right? Why do you want to talk back to me? Why do you want my number and I am in love with you and you're not in love with me? Why do you want my number and I was moving too fast? No, don't send your cousin to come check up on me. Don't send your cousin to try to slide in my DMs for you. Don't do none of that. And you know you can't get in touch with me because you're blocked on social media and you're blocked. Oh, your phone number is blocked. Because no, since I'm moving too fast, let me move on. Let me carry on. You sit your ass over there. How about that? Okay? But yes, y'all, that is the end of my story time. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Make sure you comment down below what you would have done in a situation like this. Was Delulu? Wasn't he a little delusional? Can you believe he said I liked him more than he liked me? What? Comment down below. Make sure you thumbs up this video. Double check to make sure you are subscribed. And y'all can comment happy 2-year anniversary. Like, y'all can comment all that good shit. You know, I love y'all. Y'all, 2 years down, many more to go, okay? But y'all already know. Until next time, I'll see you in my next video. Peace.